Today, some speculation on how to stay a step ahead of AI. Hi everybody, my name is Greg Crable. Welcome to my podcast where I try to take one issue from the world of publishing and explain it in about 3 or 4 minutes. 3 ideas were crashing and melding and reforming in my brain the other day. Gall's law, planned cities, and Esperanto. Remember Gall's law? I mentioned it a while back. It's the idea that complex systems can't be designed from scratch. They have to evolve from simpler systems that work in the real world. Now, Brasilia is an example of a planned city. A few geniuses decided how a city should be, but it turned out people didn't like it. It was a big failure. And Esperanto was a language created by linguists. It's very logical, but nobody uses it. These 3 concepts all have one thing in common. There are some things that experts can't design. They have to develop organically through real-life experience, mostly because even the most genius expert can't anticipate what people will actually want or prefer. People are weird. Now, how does this apply to publishing and content-based websites? And what does it have to do with AI? 2 things. Number 1, publishers should pursue a radically user-centric approach to website design. And number 2, this might be something AI won't be able to do for quite some time. Now, let's compare the geniuses who designed Brasilia to your genius web designer. Both are legitimate experts in their field. They know a lot. I'm not trying to downplay or discredit that in any way. These are genuine experts who know their trade. Still, expertise only goes so far. It's only in the rough and tumble of real-world interaction that you can make a successful city or a successful website. So, what does being radically user-centric look like? This is too much to cover in this show, but I'll give a few things. Do market research. You look at demographics, look at customer goals, look at their pain points, look at their motivations. Based on those demographics, you create personas. You do some content research. What are your users' questions? What formats do they prefer? You do architecture and navigation testing to find out which ones work best. You do make sure you have a visual design, emphasize readability, legibility with a clean, responsive design. You personalize things. You make sure that you have community where people can interact with one another and they can interact with you. That, again, that's just scratching the surface. But the idea is if you approach that, it can help you to stay ahead of AI, and I'll explain. Yesterday, I discussed the fear that many publishers have about an AI-dominated future, and one of my examples was searching for a recipe. What I hate about recipe websites is that they start off with 2 pages about Aunt Mabel and her summer picnics, when I just want the recipe, which is exactly what the chatbot would give me. So in my view, the chatbot is one up. But much to my chagrin, I found that some people actually like that stuff, Aunt Mabel and all that. So a user-centric design would allow me to skip straight to the recipe and allow other people to read about Aunt Mabel's summer picnics. And you'll notice that some websites actually do that. You have a button to skip straight to the recipe. Now, can AI respond to user needs like that? Is AI able to imagine different possible responses to a design and then implement it? I don't think so. At least it won't be able to do this for a while yet. So the bottom line is that one response to AI is to go all in on the hectic, weird, irrational, unplanned, chaotic nature of human experience. Don't try to think and plan better than AI. Try to be more human than AI. So that's my thought for today. I hope you found it interesting. If so, give me a comment, a like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Thanks so much for your time.